Hi there. I'm Therese Cranston. I'm a spiritual consultant and psychic medium, and I thought it'd be fun to do a video kind of looking into the energy of the most popular newlyweds in the world right now, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. So they just got married, and I think they're a really cute couple. So I pulled some cards for them, and this is what I have. So I first asked just about the energy, about their newlywed energy, what's kind of going around right now, what's the energy around them right now. And the first card I got was the Seven of Earth, which is the Seven of Pentacles in original tarot. And what I love about this card, it's because it's about unnecessary worry. It's about planting seeds. So I feel like they're planting seeds for the future. They're really talking about their future. If you're into angels like I am, I'm an angel witch. So I'm also witchy too. But if you look at the G there, that stands for Archangel Gabriel. So that's telling me that there's a lot of communication going on. I feel like they're really trying to figure out how to overcome their obstacles in life. And when the obstacles, I feel like it's like the paparazzi and both of their hectic schedules. But right now, they're planting seeds. They're tending to each other. They're resting. They're enjoying life. I love the energy around this card. It's such a beautiful card, her and her garden. And the next card I got was the Queen of Water. So this is the Queen of Water. Sorry, my hair got caught on there. The Queen of Water. And she is also the Queen of Cups. And I actually immediately, at first, I thought this might be representing Travis because I feel like he's like a sensitive soul. But then I actually looked at their birth charts, and Taylor is a Scorpio rising, which is a water sign. So that's kind of giving me the clue that this is more her. And the Queen of Water is just, she's so caring and she's so listens to her intuition. She has a deep love of friends and family. This card is all about following your heart. And I think that she's trying to figure out how to navigate two worlds. If you look at the water there, how she has one, like she has like a foot in the water, but her chair is on the land. I think that Taylor's trying to figure out, how do I keep my amazing career, but also, you know, be a supportive wife too, a supportive partner. And I do think they're going to have kids sooner rather than later. I'll get into that in a minute. But this also talks about how one can be a little bit self-sacrificing. The Queen of Water is just, she's there for everybody, but sometimes she forgets to take care of herself too. So really trying to figure out how she can have it all without having to sacrifice anything, I think is kind of like what's going on right now. And I looked at Travis's chart too. I'm not a huge astrologer. I'm not an astrologist, but I know the basics. And he's a Libra, so he's pretty balanced. And then he's a Virgo rising. I'm married to a Virgo. Virgos are great. They're super supportive. They take care of business. They're good. Virgo partners are really great. They can be a little OCD at times, but my husband actually didn't get that gene. I'm the one that's more like OCD one. Sorry, I don't mean that as a joke, but I kind of can be a little anal retentive at times. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about Taylor and Travis. So I asked about some obstacles. Like, what are some obstacles that are going to be in their way as they navigate being newlyweds? And this one makes a lot of sense. The first card I got is the ego card. Now, the ego card is originally the devil card in like regular tarot. This is Angel Wisdom Tarot, so by Radley Valentine. So it's a little different. The cards are a little different, but so this is telling me that they're trying to find their way to happiness, and they're trying to figure out how to break the chains. And I think these chains are really like the chains people put on them. I think it's the paparazzi. I think it's people always being up in their business. I think it's people, I think it's them both wanting to have these awesome careers, but also be there for each other and have a family. But the cool thing about this card is that they can break these chains. They have the power to break these chains so that they can find their path to happiness. So I think they're going to do it together. I have hope for them. I really do. And then I also got the Sun card. This is why I think there might be a baby soon. I'm getting the number 3 for children. So 3 can be 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, March. I'm thinking in the next 3 years. I feel 3 months is too soon. I think that 3 weeks is way too soon. I'm really getting 3 years. I think within the next 3 years, they're gonna have at least 1 kiddo. And look at these 3 sunflowers here. See how there's the 2 together and then the one that's separate? I think that's the baby. And I'm looking at the time here. I think Taylor is kind of thinking like, "You know what? I'm in my 30s now. I should probably start thinking about having kids at some point," because I don't know about y'all, but I had my kids at 36 and 38, and I was considered geriatric, and I got treated kinda oddly. It was not the greatest. But this is all about too is they're gonna set up their foundations, like their family foundation. Um, I know that they're both super busy and they're both in demand and people just want a piece of both of them, but I feel like they're gonna be really good. They're gonna have a good family unit and they're gonna be really good parents. I could just see it. Plus, you don't grow up with Mama Kelce and then are a bad parent. I mean, she's the bomb. I'm a Hallmark girl, and anytime that lady's in a Hallmark movie, you better believe I'm watching that. She's adorable. She's so cute. I mean, who would not want her for a mother-in-law? She's so freaking cute, right? Am I right? Anyway, so I just think there's just really nice stuff coming their way and that they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna have a really nice time of joy and happiness. They're gonna have some bumps in the road, but it's because they're both huge and famous. I actually see I actually kinda see Travis being like a stay-at-home dad. I'm just saying. But I also see him doing like, what do they call it? Pundit and stuff, or he like kind of like Tom Brady, where he's kind of talking on games. Once he retires, he's more of like talking and sitting back there on ESPN with all the dudes. Um, so what is in store for them for the next 6 months? So I got some interesting cards here. So I think the ultimate goal is they're gonna have it's gonna be happy. I'm excited for them, but I think that they're gonna have to be really smart in the next 6 months with their business decisions and how they give their time. How they, when you're a newlywed, you just wanna spend all your time with that partner. I think they're gonna have the real world like tugging at them and obstacle or obligations and things. So really just trying to navigate how they spend their time. I think they're gonna have to really think about business decisions. I know Travis is gonna be retiring soon. If he did retire already, I have not checked on that. But thinking about like what's next for their careers, how they can support each other, how they can balance everything. And this is also about charity too. So I also think there might be some big charity things coming up with them doing some donations, or I know I actually live like 45 minutes from where the Chiefs play. And I know for a fact that Travis Kelce, he does a lot for charity around here. He's like a lot for like Kansas City. He's a good dude. He really is. I know people kind of hate on him sometimes, but he's a good guy. He's done a lot for like inner city youth in Kansas City, and it's really sweet. So I see them doing some charity stuff. Do they have their own charities? They might even like set up some charities together or set something up together. I could see that too. I think I know it's not quite 6 months, but I think next May, because I'm looking at those emeralds and that's jumping out to me as next May. I think there's something big in store for them in next May. Something really nice though. And then I got now this is interesting though too. So there's going to be a lot of communication going on in the next 6 months for them, really trying to talk. And I think really this is all about following your heart. Like when you have to make a decision, you have your head and your heart, and I think they're both really going to have to work on following their heart and work on communication, especially if like they have to travel and be apart from each other, which I think they've done a good job of. I mean, they wouldn't be married if they didn't have a good like long distance relationship thing. But I just they're gonna have to make some choices. But if you look at her face, she's peaceful. She doesn't look confused. She doesn't look angry. She looks at peace. So it's making choices, really using your communication. This blue here is all about the throat chakra and making and talking and communicating. But there's flowers on her gown. So flowers to me is growth and prosperity. So I think they're going to have some big decisions to make, but they're going to, if they focus on, making these decisions with their emotion and their heart, they're going to make the right decisions. So that is what I got for the double T's in the next 6 months. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and follow me I do readings on here, and I'm going to start doing other fun videos like this. So thank you for watching. Bye.